Hi, good afternoon everyone. I'm Teddy Manuel. So, I know most of you are at home right now. From the past few weeks, we felt yung impact sa wedding industry ng coronavirus. So, that's why I thought of, doing this free masterclass online. So, ngayon, I'm here at my garden at home. And naisipan ko to come up with a tutorial doing a ceremony setup. So if you see at the back, we made a basic structure. And I want also to introduce the flowers that I'm gonna use for our tutorial. So if you notice, I have like different shades of roses here. And each rose has a name on it. Now, for example, if you bought your Ecuadorian roses, may mga label na yan sa box. For example, this is the quicksand. And we also have a nice blush color of pink mondial and a stronger pink color. This, ang name naman niya is Krista, one of my favorites. And another shade of rose in pink tone, mas darker yung inner petals niya. So this is Nena. And on a peach tone naman, this is Shimmer. It has a nice parang peachy coral tone on it. And lagyan natin ng konting contrast by using some earth tone color Ecuadorian roses. This is the golden mustard. These are some of the basic flowers that we're gonna use for the installations. I already started some of the structure, so I'm gonna explain it detail by detail. So aside from the flowers, of course, we need the structure. So we built this gazebo here in the garden. And then initially this morning, we installed the floral foam and also a basic foliage. I used two types of eucalyptus leaves. So if you notice, I also added some twigs because if you just follow the structure of the gazebo, it will be super flat. So you need some volume, to make it look thicker. So we're gonna put our flowers now, but of course, you should have a plan in mind or as a design in mind. Are you going to do groupings? For example, am I going to clusters or group all the pinks? Or I'm gonna use all the whites in this side area, or how you gonna do the blocking? I'm thinking I'm gonna use the gold mondial and the white and the cream on top, and then the left area and the right area, the bottom area, I'm gonna use mostly pink. So I think that's my plan. But of course, as you go along, while you're doing your arrangement, wala namang right and wrong, so whatever you feels like, okay, or whatever you presented to the client. I think I have some hydrangeas pa pala, so we can add this first, as a base of the arrangement because it's fluffy and round. It's nice. It's like para siyang way to cover your mechanics. Ano ba yung mechanics? The mechanics are the floral foam, the twigs, or the metal structure. So I have some few whites. So like I told you, I'm thinking my whites will be here in the middle. So I'm gonna stick it out here. It's just maybe like mga around 10 inches away from the foam. Kasi gusto ko to make it like magkaroon ng volume first. And then this one is a little closer to the foam. So maybe around mga 3 to 4 inches on the foam. Like that. And this one is a little here on the left naman. So ganun. So that's the basic putting of the hydrangeas first. Okay, when you're handling your hydrangeas, that's why it's hydrangeas. It needs to be hydrated. So you cut it a very nice snip, like a nice diagonal cut. There's like more area for water to drink ng hydrangeas. So the hydrangeas just need to be hydrated all the time. Parang, if you notice, meron na akong white colored flowers here. And then the mustard will be here. So I'll be doing a nice grouping. So as much as possible, I'm gonna group them by color. Diba? Kasi visual impact, for me, is always nice to have groupings more than, super mix-up arrangement. One way then also, you need to look back. No? So you have to really step from the front, ganyan, and really look at your arrangement. Diba? Kasi if you're like too much focusing on the area, hindi mo nakita as a whole. So you really need to look back and look. If you notice, yung mga roses that I'm using are super big, no? As almost like parang like siguro 3 to 4 inches yung diameter niya. Pero originally, ganito na siya kalaki. So ngayon, ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano ma-achieve ito. So ang tawag doon ay flexing. So, number 1, you need a nice blow, like a birthday cake, sa inner core of the petals of the rose. And then gently, you flex each petal starting from outward and then going in. Okay? So gently lang, not to the point naman na mag-crease yung mga petals ninyo. So, yun. So, there are certain variety na Ecuadorian roses na super big once you flex it. So, yun. So, hanggang sa inner core petal. Tapos, pag medyo tight na, you just blow it lang. So, yun. So, there you go. So, you have a bigger rose petal. So, when you're doing a budget, sometimes a dozen of roses in an arrangement, baka maybe 8 or 10 lang. So, makakasave ka na at least 2 stems of Ecuadorian roses by doing this. Pag naka-flex ang roses ninyo, make sure your arrangement are in and out. Huwag yung sobrang dikit-dikit to each other. Because sayang lang, magkakadikit-dikit lang yung mga petals. Masisira lang siya. Why blowing? There, it's big. Okay, there you go. So we're done with our ceremony setup. So talagang para siyang workout, no? Parang from the steps up and down to create this arrangement. If you notice, all the white flowers were on top. So we have the hydrangeas, the roses, and delphinium, and some astilbe on top. Parang gradually, parang monochromatic yung effect. I added this as a nice contrast. The golden mustard, then followed by the shimmer, then some sprig of gypsophilia here and there, the peach gypsophilia. Then, of course, grouping nga. So when you do the grouping, you can group the colors and also you can group the flowers. So this time, colors, the peach roses or the shimmer together with the peach gypsophilia. And then all the blushes and all the pinks all the way down from the arrangement. So I added some hydrangeas and then this big Crista Ecuadorian roses and then the Nena and some hydrangeas and also some delphinium. So hope you enjoyed our mini class, no, this afternoon, and I hope during this time that we're on a community quarantine, let's make ourselves productive, no, by learning new things like what I taught you today, so that after this crisis, lahat tayo babangon at equip, may bagong knowledge, to fight this coronavirus. Thank you.